Hi there. So what I wanted to talk about today was just the busy season in Colorado. So in property management for us, that's kind of peaks in July and August. There's a couple months of the work kind of increasing, and then tops out there in a couple months where it sort of slows down a little bit. So the reason this is the busy season, we have the most leases expiring during that period. So that's going to create some move outs. With move outs, we have to handle, inspections, maintenance items, security deposit returns, that kind of thing. So it's also going to be, this is the peak of our available properties. So throughout the year, we'll have the most properties on the market for rent in the summer. We're also going to have the most move-ins. So again, that requires inspections, making sure the units are ready to move in, just kind of onboarding tenants, that kind of thing. We also see work orders tick up a little bit. So some is from what I said, just the work needed around when a property becomes vacant and then a new tenant moves in. But also we'll have, usually have a week or two where the heat really increases significantly. We'll have kind of that, maybe temperatures hit 100, that kind of thing that stresses a lot of HVAC systems. So we'll get a lot of requests for, work on AC units. So we know that, and so we kind of plan our year around that, but just wanted to share some of the things we do. So the first thing is we try to spread out any work we can. So anything we can do in other times of the year, that's what we do. So if we're going to update processes or implement a new tool or something like that, that'll always be outside of that busy time. One of the things we've started doing more is trying to move those lease renewals earlier. So just kind of get out ahead of those, that there's not as many lease renewals that we're working on in that season. That way we know well in advance too, is if a tenant's moving, then we can kind of prepare in advance for that. The other thing too is it's important we have like a very, full staff that's trained properly. We focus our training outside of that time. If we need to do any hiring, we try to do it before we kind of get to the busy season, make sure people are trained and onboarded, ready to go through that. And we also encourage our team to take a little bit of time off kind of in the months leading up to the busy season. We want them to be really refreshed and engaged. And if they come into that season burned out, it can just be really, really challenging. So that's what we do to try to make the summer a success. It's always, there's always a lot of work. There's always, it can be stressful, but it's also a time when we, learn what we can do better. And every year going through it, we get a little bit better. So, all right, have a great day.